cars around, so let's go do that. What we're gonna do, so let's look at the trunk. Let me show you what I have. I got a radiator, brand spanking new radiator for this. I think the guy said he got it back in the 80s for his he had some C-body, I think it was. I don't remember what exactly he had. Anyway, I have a distributor. This one's a new one, so I want to test it. I had it in this car, but before I had it running right, I wasn't sure if it was the distributor because a lot of this new stuff is crap. And I just have some extra parts here and some hoses. So what I'm also going to do is I had a leak for quite a while, a little coolant leak here, and it turned out it was this hose. The one that was here was totally cracked and old. This one's a little bit, I think, small for what it is, but it's fine. And then I was still getting a little bit of leakage, and this one here is really hard and old and cracked, so I need to replace that because I don't want to get stranded. And then put that distributor on, and yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, this came out of my truck, and I do have the transmission cooler, but nothing's hooked up yet, so I'm tempted to hook that up as well. I got a couple sets of 6x9s. I got the stereo kicker. It's the 4x10 that goes in the front. And then where's that amplifier? Yeah, it's a Rockville Adam P20. I did have it hooked up in my pickup truck for a little bit, and it works pretty good, but it's nice to just be able to Bluetooth just to that, so I don't have to do anything with the stereo. And I can probably just mount it in back or under the seat, and then you know, anyway. And if I don't have the speakers going to the front, I'm not gonna work myself up. I also have a set of gauges that I would like to put in as well. So I got upper hose off, lower hose off. Transmission lines are dripping into my pans. I have to take the bottle off, so I just got to undo those bolts here and down there. And these were ones I think couple of them I had to re-drill. Yeah, this couple of these I just drilled some new holes, but all right, get this one out and then throw the other one in, and I'll get out the new transmission cooler. All right, let's so here it is, pretty brand new. Let's see if it really is going to go in. The let me take this thing out. I might need to ever show you how nice and clean this is down here? That's where the washer fluid bottle is supposed to go, but this came off of a AMC. Same with the coolant overflow. Stupid thing. I don't think this is the one. I don't think it fits. Oh well. Yeah, let's not go in here. I don't know how much I paid for it. Hopefully not too much. Oh well, we'll put her back in the box and save it for something else. I think I have another one of these from the truck radiator somewhere, so I'll probably run back to the house in a little bit and check that. Otherwise, maybe I'll take this in and see if I can get it repaired. In the meantime, while I'm here, I'm going to work on that, work on these hoses here. Just kind of update you, there's a little clip of these that keeps that in place. I just disconnected it. I just want to clean it up a little bit better. Maybe I'll take this all off and make it all shiny, and then but also in order to get the hose off. To do this without cutting myself open. There, how's that? Put a little clear coat on it too. Now the mount for that, gonna give that the same treatment. Yeah, those didn't come out easy. So this one looked like that had a repair, and instead of just replacing the whole hose, they spliced it in. This one just did not want to come out. I was back there trying to cut it, and it was still stuck to the tube. That's where they came from. I think they might have had something backwards. Yeah, I don't know. I think they had the wrong hose, because I know that I think that one was coming down to this one, and that's probably not correct because these two hoses fit, of course. That's not long enough. It's just something I had. Let's see what else I got. Oh yeah, this is the one that was on. So I can put that back on. Yeah, I'll cut this, but I think, let's see if, yeah, I believe that's the right one. Because I think that one was going down here, and that's why that was too tight. And I think the reason is this one was too short, but it did go there. So that will need to be replaced. I don't think I have a piece long enough. I don't know if this is the right size or not. I don't think it is. That might be. Alright. Maybe that'll work. Yeah, alright. I got this all tightened. I got all my clamps facing the same way. Shiny ones for the new ones. I saved the old ones and used them in the back. I did test this. I like dribbled water into the one end while I blew into the, or sucked into this thing, and it seems to be closing and opening properly. And so then I still got, I like these things. These are kind of neat, but these are nice and solid over the fuel. I should probably use a little more metal fuel line, but this seems to work, and I like how it's actually like not touching anything really hot. There's enough space around everything. So because I had to put a spacer on this one. This one has suffered from heat soak on the carburetor. I thought I had another radiator, and I do. I don't know how much lines up or compares. Seems a little bigger, which is nice. Thicker wise. Drop air in and see what it does. I like the cap on that. It's kind of cool. Well, looks like it should fit. So I was trying to find a shroud for this, and because the one that goes with the truck one, well, it fits pretty good in that one, but it didn't fit on this one. So I actually put this one on here and lined it up and stretched it, so I was able to determine that there was enough here for me to bolt into, and you know, this one was broken, so I was able to really get this one to form however I wanted down here. And but I really love these step bits. These are what I use for drilling all these holes. So I'll just use 1/4-inch bolts and bolt these all in. After I put the radiator in, of course, I just want to test fit to make sure everything's gonna fit. And yep, those holes all line up. So Cool. So then I'm going to, I think that's all I'm going to do for now, because I want to put the radiator in and test the shroud, and then fill it with water to make sure, because I haven't tested this one yet, because I just bought this like 50 bucks. The guy in Marketplace had it, and I just grab radiators when I can. And I also modified, I didn't really modify it, but I cut it to make it look not like it was just broken. Actually, I think I'm just gonna cut all the way along here. I don't think it's really adding any strength, but this was all jagged and uneven, and so I'm going to actually cut this so that it looks, I'm gonna just make it flush with that all the way down to here. All right, I got water in. That looks like that was from spilling out. When I filled it, I didn't have this in. So I make sure everything's all dried off before I go. Got the shroud in loosely. Didn't really test it to make sure it's gonna clear. Yep. Everything's cleared good. With my radiator, it's actually that strut bar there. It's got probably about a 1/4 inch space, so it's not laying on that like it was initially. But yeah, I'm just gonna let this sit, make sure everything's dry tomorrow. That'll work out pretty good. I love chopping up engine shrouds. Oh, I forgot to cut this. Alright, yeah, I took these off of here anyway. Just applied a little bit of heat and tapped on them a bit, and they came right out. So I'm going to throw these in. I'll put the caps from the other thing back on here, and then so I don't leak all over the place. And then install that. So this will get a line going to the cooler, and then that line will come and connect into here. And this attaches to here. This out of the way because I don't need that. This will go up wherever the cooler is, and then this one will come from where the cooler is, attach here, and head over to the transmission. Right? Right. Ouch. Let's see where they're gonna go. Might be a nice little hole there. Put this on temporarily. Alright, so we have this goes through the fins here and then into the spacer. I didn't realize they'd be foam, so I actually had some foam. I just wanted mine to be a little thicker, and then also like in case it compressed too much. And then on the other side of the radiator you got these that go in, and then you just clip those off. So okay. I'm just gonna get these started. This one. And turn them so that they're kind of grippy on the fins. Right. It's a pretty decent gap there. I like that better. Tight. That looks good. It's all tight. Got the clamps on down there. And this is, I'll probably do that. Yeah. That way I just don't want it bouncing up against the frame there. Alright, clip those and then I'll be done.
Beautiful.
Alright. Now, and also, I found this alternator. And I had it in the truck, but I was having electrical issues, and I thought maybe it was this. It could have been, but this one. So I like the idea of knowing that I have one that's good, and so then if I put this one in, and when we take our trip, I'll have this one as a backup. Same with the distributor. I'm going to put the new distributor in there, and then I know this one's good, so then I have backups. Same with the like a voltage regulator and ballast resistor. But yeah, anyway, that's what I like about this. It's just so simple. So I got her running. Put it in neutral for a bit so I can get the pump going on the automatic transmission to make sure that everything's flowing through that. We're at 78. I'm going to run it till the thermostat opens. And also check the clearance on that fan at the top. Yeah, I really have to press down in order for it to be like make contact, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. That was a good 1/4 inch maybe. Go, get those out of the way. I wish I was in the truck where I could sit in here, but oh, let's see. I should make sure I try to remember where this was. All right, so it's pointing right here. Okay. Normally I try to actually get exactly where it was, but I already twisted it, so it's going to be out of time. I could put it at top dead center, but I'll be close enough. This is the original distributor with all the original parts on it, so I don't think I changed anything on this. Hard to say. But that condenser looks nice. Definitely could use a new rotor. Alright, let's see what the other one looks like. Alright, well here we have the two side by side. It looks like I did replace the points on this one. They do look pretty clean. And I have a new condenser, but I'm just going to leave everything alone until it tells me it's not working. So This one I did actually already go through and gap it, because I had this one on first, but I was having issues, and because I can't trust any of the new stuff, I just put this one back in and then continue, because I knew it. I just put this one back in and then, you know, one from there, and I just never put this one back in. So I do want to, if this one works, I'll leave this one in. I do have like every now and then I have a little bit of a miss just at idle, so I'll be curious to see if this makes that go away. But yeah, everything on this one is new, so we're gonna try this one and see how it goes. So that thing there is leaking, and I'm gonna need to replace it. So that's not great. Hopefully I can get one. What was I at? I was at like minus. We were retarded by a bit, so let's get this thing up to 12. It is friggin' hot down there. There we go. Right at 12. Wow, we got some good vacuum there. We got 20, 22. Nice. All right. I did have the vacuum advance turned off, so just keep that in mind if you, when you do your timing, ask me how I know. If you time it and it falls flat on its face, you probably forgot to time it with the vacuum advance off. Very hot to do this here. I'm going to do that later with my gloves on. So I was looking for heater bypass valve for the Fury, and because that one's like vacuum operated, it's like $170 on the one place I saw it on eBay. I don't really need it to work perfectly right away at all times. I can actually, I just want to be able to turn off the temperature, because I just don't want like heat coming through, you know, during the hot summer days, but I don't really want to like do a bypass and then undo it when it gets cooler. So I'm going to take this one and put this in the Fury, and then I'll just manually turn it off or, you know, on when. So this thing was leaking, and this is a vacuum operated valve for bypassing the heater core. So what I did was I grabbed the one out of the truck, sanded it down, clear coated it, and I had to kind of mount it a little bit differently. I just drilled a hole and then screwed that in, and it's pretty stable. So I'll just manually open and close. Look, I closed, and that's the open symbol. So again, mostly I drive this in the summer, so if I need the heat, I can move it over to open. Otherwise, I'll just keep her closed. Keep heat from seeping into the passenger compartment when it's 90 degrees out, because that sucks. Back here with the Fury. Definitely not working on engine stuff, but yeah, I have it all the way pulled in because I got a grommet for my gas tank filler neck, which down here, what happens is when I fill it up, I think maybe only like 12 gallons or so out of the 20 or 20 some that it has, it starts to leak out. And then if I take off too quickly, I get gas coming out as well. So I'd like to be able to have a full tank and also not spill gas ever. And then I'm also going to take a look at the air ride. It doesn't hold for more than a few days. Maybe that's normal, I don't know. But I want to try to see if I can find where that's leaking and seal that up. Alright, I'm going to cut these factory zip ties. I keep this mounted to the bracket here, and then I guess I don't really have to take that bracket off. I'm gonna see, maybe I can just pull everything out. Yeah, that thing does look pretty crusty, so I'm excited. Hopefully that's all it takes. Oh, look at that. This comes right out. Doesn't look rusty or anything, that's good. Yeah, she's pretty crusty. Huh. That is pretty easy. I honestly have no idea why I would even need to put those zip ties on there, because it's in there pretty tight. A little less noisy. Alright, well, the proof will be when I fill it up. I'll do that later. Now let's see, put some air in there and see if I can find out where those air lines are leaking. Alright, yeah, it's 90. Let's see if I can hear anything. If not, I'll try spraying some. There's only a couple places where it could be leaking, and that would either be from here, because I think that's just those lines are solid and they go all the way to the shocks. So I'll check the shocks first. This I actually, so this I just need to unscrew. This stuff works pretty good. Creates a nice foam. So I actually did go through, I'm just kind of showing you how that works. But yeah, this spray glass cleaner, so I'm not seeing any bubbles. I checked those two because those are the only other two connections, and nothing leaking there, or no air bubbles. I checked these before, I didn't see anything, so maybe that's just part of the shocks. Maybe they just lose air over time. I'm going to see how long it takes, so I'm going to put this back in and then check the air pressure and then drive it around and see how long it takes before they start to lose air, because I got like 90 pounds in, I think, now. Yeah. Let's see what I got for air pressure. Looks like 86. So I'm just going to use the same one here just to make sure, but it looks like it's 86. So I'll check it when I get home and see if it's still holding. I should get a cover for that. I think I have some floating around. So that was actually a whole lot less work than I thought it was going to be. $5.49, and I'm still going to put the premium in. One thing I forgot to do was make sure that it reaches. You always got to make sure it reaches before you go ahead and start. All right. So before it was leaking right out there. So I already got 10, and before, at the same amount that was in there, it was leaking already. So, oh yeah, there we go. I don't know if that was just. All right, 11 gallons. Oh yeah, she's at the neck. There you go. Well, it's not leaking out of the filler neck, so that's good. All right. Oh, come on. Oh. All right, so this tells me that my sending unit is not accurate, because that is full. You could see that. Oh wait, is it going yet? You can see that maybe I got to drive around and it'll work its way up. But you could see, I could actually see the gas in the filler neck. So, all right, I'm gonna go drive it home, see if anything's leaking out the back, and oh, so we got, that's nice, 81,901. That'll be easy to track. Well, this morning, after sitting all night at an incline, there was no gas leaking, and I did check the air shocks, and they're at like 60 something, so I lost like 25-30 pounds overnight. So still like to find out where that's coming from. I'm going to I've got a couple of, let me show you. This has been bothering me, and I have these missing, the lenses, so I'm going to pop these lenses out and put those in there. This side I have, yep, and that one's kind of, and then I like to adhere the other badges on to the driver's side. I got them sitting here, but I can kind of reach at least a couple of them. But if I use some adhesive and then maybe put something on the back, if I can get one of those like push nuts or whatever those are called. So I wouldn't mind. So what's cool is that these are just adhered into here, so you can kind of, oh, these have clips, so they're actually clipped in there, but clips are broken on these, so this one was adhered to the housing. So let me break this one, because that's probably what will happen. This should just pop right off. Not that I need it off. Cool if I can retain the clip. Oh, yep. So I just wonder why it's, oh, damn it. You gotta be careful. I don't know how it's supposed to get out now. Just cracked that one. Not bad, but wish I had a heat gun. I mean, if I wanted to, I could probably pull the light out of the other one and put it in here, but this color doesn't match, and I don't know. Oh, it's not that bad, actually. I would just unscrew it. Should come out. Oh, the screws are behind it. Well, then it should be able to pop right out. So I heated this one up a little with the torch. Hopefully there's some adhesive in there that's needs to loosen up. But in the meantime, I'm gonna throw some of this 3M tape on. Hopefully this is thick enough to get it to stick and stay on there. I could always do, I think, double layers, I guess. Again, temperature I think is an issue here. It's like 40 degrees. This thing, I saw a thing here for this. There, nice and tight. There. I think that'll stay. I did warm up the fender a little bit. There. Yeah, I think that's fine. Cool. Alright, I have a bunch of brake clean in there. Hopefully that works its way down. If there's some sort of adhesive, maybe it'll break it up. So I think in the meantime, yeah, I'm going to work on that. So you can see that goes there. It goes there. So I've got these two are easy enough to get to, and then I can reach one back there, and there's no way to get to those from inside the fender either. So like I said, maybe if I clean that off and put some flex tape back there, that'll help secure it a little bit more. First off, let's get some tape behind here. So it looks like if I just run half a strip from behind. I actually did this on my black truck, and that's why I'm doing it. It actually worked pretty good, even without having any nuts. Like, I literally had this on the back and pushed it in there, and that was just enough to eventually grip it with the stickies, or because remember, it's going this way, so when I push those pins in, they'll kind of stick. Give them a little poke. I mean, you can see it's already, I mean, it holds this pretty decent. It does not want to let go. Oh, I really only have just the one. Yeah, I'm not pulling stuff out to try to get to those. Alright. I've also used this. It's like a sticky butyl. But what I'm thinking is if I put Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna just kind of keep cutting that and getting that in there, and then hopefully that foam will, yeah, it seems to stick pretty decent. I'll heat it up and push on it a little bit more once it gets in there. And then I have thinner 3M tape. I think that's at the house. I don't think I brought it. I'll check. If I have it here, that'd be cool. If not, I'll just trim that. So I've trimmed. I put enough. You can't see it from the other side, maybe a tiny bit. I don't know if this is going to hold, but I heated it up a little bit to help it adhere to the foam and help the foam adhere to the metal. We'll see. Now I just got to get all of these off. That's actually, I'm pretty good even as it is. But I'm still going to try to get a nut on the back of this side. I don't know if I have any, but geez, honestly, I think that's actually gonna, I should have heated that up a little. I still can. I guess it looks okay. I mean, you can kind of see what's going on back here, but I think that's fine for now. Everything's for now, but you know that's permanent. All right, let's put some on the back of this one, and maybe I'll just try doubling up and see how that works. If I just double up on the tape. Yeah, that ain't coming off. Oh, here it is. Didn't have to cut. Oh well. What do I have? Oh yeah. Let's check my... Ooh, actually, yeah. These things. I got these for something else, but these I'll bet you will work. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Number 8 or 10 screw size. Could be a little tighter, but I think that's fine. Better. Again, yeah, this that's not coming off. All right, that was in there. So this is the one that just screwed on nice and tightly, and that was with a lot of PB Blaster behind the adhesive and heating up, and just very gently using different tools to work my way in there. Looks like I finally have it. Yes. These did pop off, but those are already kind of cracked. So, and also just kind of working in from the back a little, just gently listening for the adhesive sound, not the cracking plastic sound. Not letting go right there. Maybe this pick in there. There we go. Sort of. Alright, well, I'm going to clean these up, get all the tape off the back, and glue everything together. I got some good JB Weld, I hope. That's not dried up. Alright, that seems more solid this time. I'm just going to do one. I'm going to put it right there in the middle, because the sides were catching, and that was causing a problem. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty tight. Kind of see the crack, but whatever. Look at that. Looks kind of normal now. Alright, doing a little thing called the Barton Power Tour. Today is May 3rd, Sunday, May 3rd. And just a little thing that starts out in a town nearby called West Bend, and then we do a little trip to Hartford to go to the car museum there. But seemed like a good time to give this another little run. I don't know if you can see back there, I got Billy Moon back there in his 60 Seneca, and then his buddies in a Mercedes back there.
Follow him.
Apparently this is where we all take off quickly. been a good drive for the Mustang. Alright, so driving impressions. On the highway, it does like to suddenly decide. I don't know if that's wind or the road pattern, and it just decides sometimes, you know, I'm going to go this way or that way. Perhaps it needs an alignment. Maybe there's a loose ball joint. Everything seems pretty tight on this, but you know, it is a bit susceptible to the wind. She's floaty and she's a boat, so it's to be expected, I suppose. Does really good over all the bumps. Have to take the tight curves a little bit wider. Keeps up with everyone good. The brakes are doing great. There's really nothing I have to, you know, worry about. Turn off the vent and turned off my heat, so if I have to go into the engine compartment to turn my heat on and off. Yeah, this is a nice, quiet, smooth ride. This is not a great road, but it does well. It soaks up the bumps pretty good. I do have a shock that kind of makes a little bit of noise. I could probably tighten up that nut a little bit more. Transmission's doing great, shifting good. These 318 heads really do restrict the airflow at the higher RPMs. I can just feel like it's kind of getting flat, you know. But maybe someday I'll swap those out and put some 360s on it. It's not horrible, but it is noticeable. It's also hard when you're following these guys who clearly have all the horsepower for noise. So I'm trying to not keep up with them. It's very difficult. And I'm trying not to beat on this too hard. I would like to see a halfway reasonable mileage number, gas mileage. Okay, to wrap up the stats for my trip, let's check coolant. Coolant is still full. Oh, let me start it up and check the trans fluid. So this currently is, to me, full. So when it's like at the tip there, because I have the extra capacity pan, and I think my something leaks back. I think my torque converter leaks back. So it tends to leak. And then for the air, I'm down to about 55 pounds when I was started at 90 when I left. So I did lose some, and that was yesterday, so I lost some overnight. But I don't know. It just seems like a lot of work to be like changing or continually putting air in it. And I could put a pump in, but maybe I just need to get some helper springs and put my old normal shocks back in. But yeah, we don't have any leaks. Everything is looking good. I think I'm going to reroute this over. Yeah, I should reroute that over. And then, yeah, there's no coolant leaks down there. Transmission fluid. These are actually in far enough, the end is like here, so I have to get a new vacuum line because this one just keeps splitting as I keep trying to put it on, so I taped it. So let's check the oil. I didn't lose or burn any. Wow. I haven't. Yeah, I've put a couple 100 miles on and I haven't had to put any oil in, and it still looks really good too. I know this is nitpicky, but that bothers me. So yeah, I guess that means we're done here, and the trip went well, and it was a successful test of the Fury. So mechanically, it is now ready for my Route 66 power tour. So thanks, and now I got to work on the Cavalier. So stay tuned for the interior work, what I call the comfort work. I got to do something with those seats. Might try to put those buckets in and get them covered. Radio, make it look a little nicer inside, you know, with headliner and sail panel, and cover up make the package tray look nice. So on that note, watch for the next ones. Catch you later.